Grand Rising Soul Star Majesties, I trust you guys are taking care of yourself out in nature, getting sun, drinking water. It's very crucial during this time of growth, expansion, some would even say ascension. I'm going to start by setting my intentions. I intend to be my highest self at all costs. My DNA is restored, activated, transformed, transfigured, embodying my soul essence. I will my will to the oneness of the divine. Ashe, so it is, family. So it is. I do have a message today that I want to share with you guys. I'm excited. Trust every one of you coming out in nature, brushing your teeth, washing your ass, getting in alignment, whatever that means for you. Beloved, before anything moves, before anything is going to be explained in this live, before the field begins to speak, pause. I don't know, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing just your arrival tells a story. Just your arrival, just you being here tells a whole ass story. It's the kind of story that no one can take away from you. It's a story that doesn't need explaining. I don't gotta prove myself to you. I don't gotta entertain you. My story upon arrival tells a whole story. You being here, you being present during this timeline tells a whole ass story. So pause and embrace it. If you're in a hurry, I will be putting this on my YouTube. You can watch it there. But the truth is, a lot of us done the work and we're in completion energy. We're in no need, in a rush, or in a hurry. But we're learning to sustain ourselves in a higher hue, higher harmonic. Not every soul crosses a Terra Nova. Not every soul crosses a Terra Nova. And it's not because it's hidden, it's because it requires your recalibration on your nervous system that has survived collapse without losing your integrity. So I'm gonna say it again, just your presence here, just your arrival alone tells a story. You may not have any sense of self-respect or value or awareness, and frankly, you may not give a fuck. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing a lot more. Just you being here tells a whole story. I know one thing, you didn't arrive here because of belief. You didn't get this far because of feeling or some type of ideology. A great fucking will. It took a great will, a non-local will, greater than your feelings, to be here. You arrived here because your body can hold truth without breaking. In this next hue, that is the entry requirement. I trust you're not in a hurry because I am in no way a hurry. So you can get on with that shit. If this doesn't resonate, your bitch ass can leave and never, ever come back. Ever. A lot of us have earned this the hard fucking way. Through winters that stripped you, through silence that reconstructed you, through moments where no one even witnessed what you were carrying. That's why right now, if you're still standing, you're coherent. I honor you. Because it wasn't easy, and you've been vetted by the universe. And if you've been vetted by the universe, I trust that. I trust you. You don't got to tell me your story. It's enough for me. You have walked through a Terry. You were tarried to be here from an old world, from the heavy density. The lessons of gravity, the lessons of time, space, consequences. This is your ecosystem. This is your ecosystem. This is your resonance chamber. Let nobody regulate you. Let nobody regulate you. 80% of the collective are not even human. Tell them to suck your toe. Disembodied bumblefucks. Tell them to suck your toe. You could have fragmented, but you didn't. That goes beyond words or feelings or church. This is why tarot has opened up for you. So I want to acknowledge your soldiering. I want to acknowledge your soul journey. Just your arrival tells a whole story. People don't even have oculars to even fucking perceive. But I see you. The universe sees you. I'm gonna say it again because I don't think you get it, that 80% of the collective are not even human. I want to honor you in your journey. I want to honor you. Rarely speak about it. The years where nothing literally moved. Nothing moved, yet everything changed. Chapters, full-on chapters where your power went quiet. Not gone. I want to salute you because you finished the cycle. Not a 2-week program. Not a quick, a full-ass cycle. Because of that, you're standing in absolute authority, absolute power. Not the kind that needs to scream, the kind that demands sovereignty, without even speaking. That kind of power, true power. You have learned to regulate yourself in chaos. Chaos would have been so much easier. You chose coherence instead of reacting. You stayed when leaving would have been praised. That's why I want to appreciate you for being here. Your whole arrival tells a story. To get here, you were vetted by the universe. See, a lot of people want to speed over what the fuck I just said. That's because they haven't tarried. You matter. What you did matters. It matters so much. You're able to give what you now have. Instead of it being a fucking metaphor, we'll feel you. I'm not in a hurry, nor will I be rushed. I'm going to keep my foot on the devil's neck. Because I don't believe we need noise. I don't believe we need quick chaos. I think those type of people need a body. Terra Nova does not respond to intensity, but it will respond to your integrity. And it's because of that, you're secure, you're safe, you could be entrusted, kind of the entrusted like codes for a new world kind of trust, kind of entrusted to where we could build a new foundation upon the cornerstone of your nucleus, that kind of trust. Trust is a big thing. Your soul learned how to stay in your body while shedding false timelines. That's right, Joseph, consistency. False urgencies. People are making up shit to go in circles, making shit up, false roles. You didn't bypass shit to get here, you completed. False urgencies. People are making up shit to go in circles, making shit up, false roles. You didn't bypass shit to get here, you completed. That's why they're depleted, you're completed. I just wanted to honor you because this new world would not have been possible if you didn't tarry. I would not be here if you didn't. You wouldn't even be able to have the oculars, the receptivity to even comprehend the fuck's going on here. That's not feelings or ego, bitch. That's science. If you see any good in me and if you feel any good, that is a direct correlation to you. Direct. If you're here and you're a bitch, you're demonic, you're scattered, you're bipolar, fucking leave. Because again, that's a reflection of you. But I want to honor you, I want to honor Terra Nova, and I want to honor the ground that we are walking upon. A lot of us are walking in a new baseline, new harmonics, new ground. You are connected to that ground. You are connected to the terrain. You may not know that. That's not a me problem, that's a you problem, but you are connected to the terrain. And the terrain recognizes you. Terra Nova recognizes you. You are not just a visitor here. You understand? You are native here. You're a child of the great mother. Now, you may sit there and be like, whatever, that's because you're fucking, let that reflect you in your own alchemy. You got the suit to walk the terrain. You are connected to the terrain. Your presence is stabilized. And your stillness communicates safety. Your coherence creates safety. People feel secure around you. And the terrain responds to you because it is the same materials that you are. Quite literally. Because it built from the same materials and regulated through your nervous system, you are able to produce a clean ass signal. Not a distorted Delulu signal, but a clear ass signal. Because you didn't sell your signal, you didn't sell your soul, but instead you doubled down and you have sealed your container. You are walking truth. You don't even need to perform. So welcome. This is not an invitation. Welcome, welcome. But this is recognition. I recognize you. Let me fix my shoe real quick. Those who've held the line, held the grid is why this is possible. 10 is completion. You stayed intact when it would have been easy to fucking bug the fuck out. Welcome those coherence. Because of that, you're being made new. All right, let's begin the message. I want to let you guys know right now, what's happening right now is not about morality. What's happening right now is mechanical. You're being seen if you can hold sustainability, because what you're holding right now, a new world will be built upon. So what I'm saying is it's not a matter of good or bad. They just want to see if you can hold. It's like a car. You're in 5th gear. You've never been to 5th gear, and they just want to see systematically how you operate in 5th gear, how long you can sustain it, how long you can keep it. Because upon this, a new world will be built. I say that because a lot of us, we're actually doing good. We have different type of issues. Our issues aren't good or bad. It's a different type of issue. A lot of you want them. You guys want to move in different octaves, different ecosystem. You have different taste buds. You want cleaner fuel. You want to serve. You want a purpose. Entrepreneur, empress, emperor energy. We have different situation than it was before, but let's get straight to the point. This is not about morality. It ain't about your worthiness. This is about a fucking system. You're leaving a system. You're creating a whole new ecosystem, a whole planetary collective. So a lot of us are being watched by non-local beings. See if we can hold coherence while everything in their mama's pulling against you and you're holding zero, okay? They also want to see if you could do what you're doing without any type of stimulation. If you can stay true, is it really a heart situation? And I'll tell you what, if you're standing right, that goes beyond fucking words. That means yes. If you're standing right now coherent with the readiness, that goes beyond words, because 10 is a completion of 9 numbers. If you're here right now, you didn't just wake up out of bed, Hollywood. You've been beaten, temperamented, and you've been through some shit. And if the universe regulated you, who am I to get in the way? I trust the universe. I'm not even going to personify it. I'm not going to weigh things out. I'm trusting the universe, okay? Because it literally brought you to liquid to be here today, to rebuild yourself on the truth and the cornerstone of who you are, despite the environment, despite the outside world, okay? So this is not about good or bad. It's not about right or wrong. Listen to me this is about the month we're in, okay? It's not about a reward or punishment. What you move through you now is about sustainability audit. You're being audited for your sustainability because you regulated. A whole new world is being regulated upon your nervous system because you're new, right? That newness is being brought to the collective. When a being completes a long internal cycle, which you have, nervous systems are rewired, emotional body has been integrated, your fucking identity has been stripped of false scaffolding. You went back to your original signal, your original iOS of Eden. The system is uploading. Right now it's at a pause. Right now you're being observed. It ain't just about systems rising, it's also about them falling. And you're naturally rising into authority. And again, for the lip dick bitch in the back, we ain't separate, and it's not authority that control you as if you have anything I want. It's authority as in sovereignty. It's authority as in I have a right to sit on my throne. I have a right to be my highest radiant version without being harassed. And because you've done that on the micro, the whole collective has no choice but to come in that kind of authority. Right now, as we're being observed, one question is being asked. Can this structure sustain itself without an external input? Can you sustain yourself? Again, this ain't about good or bad. The question is yes. The answer is yes. Not can you rise, not can you perform. You can do all these things, don't get it confused. Not can you inspire others, but can you remain coherent when nothing is feeding your ass? Because you're a whole new ecosystem. No applause, no urgency, no movement, just silence and land. That's it. You have held coherence. That's why pressure didn't increase. That's why nothing is collapsing right now. Some of you could just be dead ass bored. You're not being tested for your worth, family. You're being assessed for your load bearing capacity. Having the capacity. Like Wolverine in this bitch. I'm about to get picked up. Let's go. My quantum technician, listen to me. System integration and integrity check coherence under 0 point input conditions before scaffolding influence. You have proved you could hold yourself together without anybody helping you. You didn't stand on new ground, but you became it. You are the new ground, the new foundation, the new terrain upon this world will be built. Mogul said, war cry. Ancestors banging on the drums. You are the terrain. You are literally the terrain. Literally. Terrain isn't symbolic. Terrain determines your movement, your friction, direction, and possibility, and you have regulated yourself long enough that your internal state becomes structural and relevant to the field. You have regulated yourself long enough that your internal state becomes structural and relevant to the field. It's kind of a big deal. A lot of you waking up in peace, your breath is slowed, your reaction has softened, your signal is cleared, and your charge has sealed. Trust you're not in a hurry, because if you're in a hurry, you're always gonna be in a hurry. You see how that works? Phone down and just receive. Damn. A lot of this stuff is not intellect. It's light, sound, and vibration. Do you have the ocular? Are you receptive? Or is your ass in a hurry? It seems like you're in a hurry. We just lost 5 people. It's kind of why I don't like TikTok. A lot of us were summoned. Your signal is cleared, your reaction has softened, and your charge the seal. Not because you tried, but because you literally stopped focusing. The moment you became internally habited, you came into your own being and embodied, that's when the system registered you as stable structure. A lot of you are stable structure, and a lot of you are watching other people be. Either way, you will be a witness. And others can now stand on this, and others can now orient by this, and others can feel relief just by being near you. That's the power of Terra. That's the power of terroring. That's a problem. That's the benefit of sitting your ass outside and breathing through it, healing. Some of us 8 to 12 years to regulate yourself. That's the power of doing the work. That's not a little thing. You're not just being moved anymore, you're being placed. You cannot be moved from this place. You've been ordained by the universe. This goes beyond man. This goes beyond feelings. Higher intelligence is involved. That's right. Mogul said, we're being lifted. You're being exalted in a place that the universe exalts you. When the universe exalts you, man, Daddy Trump didn't give this to you. Daddy Trump is not the one that's going to give this to you. Fucking 3-letter agents can literally suck my toe and look me in my eyes. When you walk in a room and someone has evil intent towards you and their gut fucking hurts, when people see you and they have to self-evaluate themselves, I don't know what it is, but this guy's disturbing me. That's real power, innate power. It's called sovereignty authority. That's something you can't question. It's innate. It's innate. Like when a lion walks in a room, how the fuck you gonna feel that kind of power? Like, oh shit. Oh shit. All that talk you got, what do you feel inside? That's the real language. Those are the people that are rising. That kind of authority. The kind that walks in a room and has magnetism. What is your dead ass currency gonna say then? Your dead chi gonna say then? Anyways, I don't have to explain this, but I feel like I did have to punch subtle energies in their fucking throat. And you're being placed in a position that no man can take away from you. She said, how you gonna hide from that lion? For real. The feeling in a gazelle's gut when a lion walks by. He knows you gotta walk with a certain something. Or a person walks in a room with a machete and he's not even swinging it, he's just holding it. It's the law. We call that the law. He's holding the law. You're holding cosmic sword. That's the law. You better come fucking correct. Because it's not a respecter of persons. And once the machete swings, it ain't really forgiving. Once it swings, it's clean cut. There's no negotiating after the swing. It's final. Some of you got the machete in the spiritual realm. Anyways, moving on. I think I made my point. Because you tarried and became the land, things can be built upon it. Things can be oriented around it. That's why life for you has slowed down. Motion has paused. You are not stuck. You are stationed. You're not stuck. You are stationed. Stationed in the coordinate that was needed. You are a reference point in the grid. You are a new node in the ground. Go study what a node is. You're a node in the net. Go study. We're literally in a different hue. We're in a different harmonic. You're in a different bandwidth entirely. Whole different realm, different world entirely. And yes, it looks good on you because you didn't borrow this. You're not wearing someone else's shit. You're standing in your authenticity. And authenticity is the highest vibration, not love. Love encompasses all light. Even hate is love. That's a fucking gaslighting word, bro. What degree do you know love? To what development? To what it will be refracted out. Quantum technician, stable internal regulation converts an entity into a fixed reference within the field. You become solid enough for life to stand on you. Trust as structure, not as feelings, not as a sentimental situation. You didn't get here because of feelings. You didn't go through a completion because of my feelings. It took a great will. Let's make that clear. Trust is not a belief. Trust is not optimism. Trust is not hoping shit out. The trust is architecture. You trust your internal structure enough to stop roaming timelines. Enough to stop over-explaining yourself. Enough to stop seeking mirrors. That is literally the coherent threshold. I bet I got people messing with me outside. This is the moment where frequency stops wandering, wondering, and structure assumes its command. When you stop chasing the outcomes, you snap back into alignment. Oops, snap back to reality. That's what every one of you should have done this whole Sagittarius season. Realigned yourself into the trajectory of the North Node, long-term goals, long-term visions. And like I said, fuck talking about it. This is where we see structure. This is where we see sustainability. This is where we see a condense of 9 numbers into 10, or you're just a crash out who collapsed because you abandoned your bitch ass. Okay? And you get annoyed by people like me because we're erect, we're go-getters. We still show up, we still penetrate. That's the mitosis, that's the two worlds that split. And here we go, ready? It's not personal, it's not sentimental. A lot of you weren't the loud ones. A lot of you weren't even near me in Cancer season. But you're true, you're solid, you can be trusted. So much trust that I can give you codes to a new world, and upon which so it will be built. Because beyond the noise, you're still here. You still showed up. That kind of trust. You stop performing your power and your authority activated naturally. Real authority. Bitch, I could be me, let me be me. And because you, other people feel like I could be me. A sovereign authority. Who are you to fucking harass people, bitch? That kind of authority. They feel that in the inner world because they got nothing to binary on, nothing to biofrag. Demons got nothing to pull. That's how powerful you are. Real authority. Not domination, not control, not force. Authority as in peace be still, bitch. You walk in a room and people's mental illness goes away. You walk in a room, they have higher thoughts, higher aspects, activate soul depth conversations, soul aspects. That kind of authority, bitch. The kind of authority that says I am whole and that's enough, that is sufficient for me. Real authority is sovereignty. Someone who walks in, they're not even attached to the situation. They're not even attached to the story. They have no identity. They're fully etheric. They walk in, they're free. That's the kind of authority a lot of us are carrying. We're so free you disturb people. And yes, the system obeys that kind of structure. So to my quantum technicians, you have structural coherence, and that overrides any problematic chaos without energetic expenditure. Simple terms, when you stop chasing life, things end up lining the fuck up. Like I said, this month is not about good or bad, you're in completion. Now it's about sustainability. Just hold space, son of a bitch. I don't think you know what a node is, so I don't think you care either what a tower in the net is. this. You didn't disappear, but you have held your position. 80% of the collective are not even real. Ever since I actually really became aware of that, it changed my whole perception on life. Like a literal tower in an energetic net, that is what you are. You built yourself, you went on a soul retrieval, you have a solar embryo. You don't get lost in the sound field. You're erected, you didn't crash out. You're phase locked, grounded, and you're not being reactive. Present. That's why broadcast has changed. That's why people, when they come around you, they have to go through a whole reevaluation because your atmosphere changed, your terrain changed, your nervous system regulated. That happens on a global level. Stop leaking your energy and your power and your sovereignty. Your emotional body stop oscillating between realms. Your mental body stop defending itself. All layers are aligned. All layers are transmitting the same signal. You are not fragmented. You came to your original signal. At the point Coherence stopped being personal. It became ecological. You hear me? It's not personal. I made this in a video yesterday that destruction isn't personal. A lot of us are cutting things out of our life for architecture, for the whole. Same with this. Your field doesn't need to convince anybody, and I'm not here to argue. You really reorganize the field just by your existence. That's why people either soften around you or they have to fucking disappear. Not a lot of people have the atomic structure to go with you in this next world. But do you have it? Can you sustain it? You got non-local beings seeing if you can hold it under yourself without being stimulated. Like I said, 30 days could be a whole million years. 30 days could be 30 seconds. We're gonna see. That's why a lot of people are depleted versus completed, because they were wearing people's clothes. They were wearing someone else's energetic signature. This isn't judgment nor punishment. This is physics, bitch. This is resonance physics. I'm a quantum technician. Phase locked nodes reorganize the surrounding systems through resonance, not interaction. People either calm down near you or they're gonna drift away. And that's not a you problem. That's not a you problem. And your power is in sovereignty, not in performance, conditional kind of love. What kind of limp dick shit is that? Not the kind of power that needs resistance to feel real. Sovereignty is the right to exist whole without harassment in your body, in your emotions, in your mind, and in your presence. A lot of people want to live on your terrain for free, and your ante went up. Your ecosystem, the atmosphere changed. This ain't a persona, this ain't a role, this ain't a spiritual costume. This is a literal ecosystem. An ecosystem doesn't argue. It absorbs what's belong and it dissolves what doesn't, period. It's not a respecter of persons, it's absolute. That's why if you're here, I trust the universe, because the universe is absolute. And if the universe trusts you, I trust you. I could say so much, family, but I'm about to end on here. Land gently. Nothing needs to be forced now. Nothing needs to be proven. Nothing needs to be accelerated. What you needed to do has already been completed, and you have held when holding mattered. Remain coherent long enough to structure, to phase lock in, to crystallize. That goes beyond words. This is why things feel quieter, things feel lighter, movements feel minimal. This is why the field sealed instead of you searching. This is not an ending, but this is a handoff. From effort to architecture, from strain to structure, from becoming to full-on being. You do not need to monitor outcomes. You do not need to manage others' reactions. You do not need to explain what the fuck you carry. The field knows. The room may be confused right now. I got 34 people, may be confused, but the grid knows. The grid knows his daddy. Architecture knows the architect. That's the whole playing chess situation. You don't need to wait for a limp dick mortal to validate you. Stand in your shit. You're doing the work. Your presence is doing the work. So rest your nervous system. Let your body breathe, damn it. Allow the stillness to stay intact, okay? You're not responsible for holding everything, but you are responsible for holding yourself. That is enough. Remain stationed, secure. Keep your signal online. Structure, sovereign. Come on. Move forward, not by pushing, but by standing true. And you are true. Ashe. Field is held and the transmission is complete, family. I'm gonna go live tonight, guys. I will be putting something on YouTube. Follow me there at King Chains. Love you guys.